Parlour, it's time to finish or abandon. It's time to embrace the incomplete conclusion, the restless exit, the uncertain ending. I mean, we've no more episodes to make unless we make more, or more is made of what we've made already. Does that make sense? More or less? Let's go inside and find out. Come on. How yous?
Well, how are you doing?
There's a lot of yous.
There is.
Should I introduce yous a bit?
How about you introduce us through the medium of a chant?
A chant?
Yeah.
Okay. Hello and welcome to the parlour full of people, full of music, television in a dingy room in dreary Dublin, independent Irish bands and Wingnut as a barman. Hello and welcome to the parlour, welcome to the final parlour. Spook of the 13th are here, Spook of the 13th are here, Spook of the 13th are here, Spook of the 13th are here. Hello and welcome to the parlour full of music, full of people, independent Irish bands and Wingnut as a barman. Spook of the 13th are here, Spook of the 13th are here, Spook of the 13th are here. Hello and welcome to the parlour. Is that all right? Is that okay?
Very good. One minor criticism.
Oh, okay.
You didn't mention Cian.
Cian. Ah, hiya, Cian. How's it going over there?
Not so bad, not so bad.
Will you play us a tune?
Okay, yeah.
Cool. Take it away, Cian Nugent.
Late at night with nothing in my head. Pictures trace the lines between the living and the dead, and I'm not sure which I'm anymore. Half of me's been written out in things I've seen before. I lie awake late at night. It's always wasted time. All these thoughts seem to leave a bad taste in my mind, and I'm not sure where I'm anymore. White lines on the wall, from the ceiling to the floor. And outside, the winds piss through this lonely estate, a place for stolen dogs and piles of broken crates. And I'm not sure which I'm anymore. Half of me's been written out in things I've seen before.
August 26th at 20 minutes to 10. The trams were stopped, the brakes were heaved, and out then jumped the men. The strikers stood and pinned their badge, the union's red hand up. Upon the slavish uniforms the men had up and struck. The peelers primed by Murphy dragged the union men away. Past cheering crowds the spectacle for long it could not stay. Suburban ships upon the moors in Sackville Street depart, till Butler jams the Kingston tram, and so it always starts. To liberty, to liberty, to liberty, to liberty, to liberty, to liberty, to liberty. The wilder kids tear at the wares and melt the trams and tracks. 700 men now man the cars, in anger they're attacked. The frumpled aristocracy who graced the RDS dismiss the air of tension at the DMP's behest. Partridge heads to Pigeon House to take the workers out, but Murphy anticipated this, the trams they are a rout. The power station ring with cops, the union men depart. The town's a mess with stones and cheers, no trams run after dark.
So, lads, tell us about the latest project for Spook of the 13th Lock. It's all related to Jim Larkin, yes?
That's true. So we're doing a large piece with a pretty big band based on the 1913 lockout. It's a guitar orchestra, and it basically tells what we think is a very relevant story to today. Something that probably hasn't resonated maybe enough, and it's as a historical thing. I think there's huge similarities with today's, and if you look at the story of the lockout, say I suppose workers' rights being undermined, you have a very powerful business class running the media, really extracting money out of housing and so forth. There's a lot of similarities when you look at, say, the ownership of the Irish News and Media Group. You look at the extortionate rents that all of us are paying. There's a lot of similarities there, and you see that if you organise, you can achieve something. And so I think by looking back, you're also very much looking at the present, and then ways to look at the future as well.
And the decision to do this as a guitar orchestra, how did that come about?
Well, I suppose we'd be big fans of composers like Glenn Branca and Rhys Chatham, who have written these symphonies for 100 electric guitarists, and quite a few of us, I think, played with Glenn Branca when he did a symphony for 100 electric guitars in Dublin maybe about a decade ago at this point. So that was something we're a big fan of and we'd thought about doing for a long time. And then Alan had the idea to do something about the lockout. We thought there was a nice kind of symmetry, this idea to a really big group of workers / guitarists. And also we just love the sound of massed electric guitars. So it's about twice this number, all electric will be the full final version of it.
Cool, we look forward to it. Guys, thanks very much. We'll hear more from you later. Spook for 13 o'clock there. But now we have a previously filmed performance from the Canadian Dream Pop Peace patrons Tops. They played in the venerated music space Whelans, and Ray Wingnut was there for a chat. Have a look.
Okay, my name is Ray Wingnut, and I'm here with David and Jane from Tops. And lads, you're very welcome to Ireland.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Tell us all about Tops Band, because I just heard about Tops Band yesterday.
Well, I sing in the band. I play keyboards. David plays the guitar.
Yeah.
We write the songs together. And then we have our friend Riley drum on them. And then we have Alana play the bass for the shows. So it's kind of chill pop music with instruments.
And voice.
And voice. And
we've been a band for like 4 years almost.
yeah.
That's us.
Let's say you're coming from like what you call, Jane, a country and western kind of place. I don't know if country and western was ever your thing, or if maybe it is your thing.
I like some Dolly Parton.
Yeah, absolutely.
I like my Hank Williams.
Jane's got a whole collection of cowboy boots and all that kind of shit. Spurs?
Do I?
No.
Tell us about this label. So,
Arbutus Records. Our friend Sebastian runs it.
Mm-hmm.
He's run it for a few years. It's just like all of his like friends, basically.
Mm-hmm.
You talk
It's
about
expanded
that,
a little bit since then. I feel like he's gotten more legit or something.
There's lots of cool bands on it, and it's cool because it's just kind of like fringe pop music, and there's not like a huge correlation like musically between all the bands, but there is kind of, I guess.
Yeah, it started when he was doing his the Loft venue, and then I think he realized that it wasn't. He was putting a lot of work in, but it wasn't really permanent. Like, you have parties and then it's over. And he saw all these other bands, all these bands that were playing shows at his Loft that were struggling to like find any kind of outlet for their music. So he started the label and started putting everybody's stuff out. He really likes music because of the way it sounds, and the way, like, no, but I mean, like that's how he decides to put stuff out. So I think that's why the label itself has like a reputation, is that people are like, okay, I know I'm gonna like this actual music. Like it's dependable on that level. It's not like a shtick.
yeah.
Yeah, so I think.
So is DIY a major part of everything you do? Because it seems like a really tight setup, Like I was looking at you know, your merch was coming in downstairs,
Yeah.
like, you know, distributed by Cargo Records and stuff like that, you know. So this isn't a fly-by-night, fly-by-the-seat of your pants setup. These people they're organized and they have their...
We're not as organized as them.
Not always.
Well, I mean, like it's like really important for us to like record our own record and take like the amount of time it takes to do it. Like, so there's no like pressure from like outside pressure being like make me a product now. You know?
Yeah,
Or,
we don't work with producers or like rent studios or anything. We just like find a room and like set up some gear. And I mean, I guess that's computers. You can do that now. And the same thing I would say with running the label is, you know, like when you have all this technology, you can, you know, we just really takes like a couple really business-minded people that care about it, and then they do all the organizing. And
if you want to be on the label, you
chill.
have to take a business degree at a community college.
So this is the first leg of the European tour. What's your ideal outcome from the next couple of weeks and months?
For the shows to be like really fun. We're going to lots of places that I haven't been, which would be cool. It'd be nice to go further east in Europe.
Czech Republic.
Well, we're going to Czech Republic, right?
Yeah, Prague.
It'd be chill to go to Poland and Russia and stuff. It'd be like out there. But everything is totally cool. Ideally, we finish the tour and don't die in an accident or something.
Setting the bar pretty low.
Okay. Ideally, I make it on stage tonight.
Yeah, make it on stage tonight. Yeah, I mean, they should play good shows.
Yeah.
I like playing music. Hopefully we get the chance to like play a little bit on the road, besides the shows.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's
know?
the fun thing is when you have time to work on new music.
Work on some songs. Maybe like sit next to a canal or something. That would be nice. I want to have like a Euro like holiday style.
Stuff like that. Well, listen, I'm sure you're going to experience amazing things, and it's great to meet you, and it's great to meet you on a time when you're just setting out and stuff like that. And yeah, thanks a million, Thomas.
Is that the way that you wanna be loved? I can picture you staring out the window, not caring. The nights go by, oh, the nights go by. Is that the way that you are? Wear your hair down alone, tie it up when he's there, and tell me that nothing's wrong.
There you go, having a bit of a wig out there. Old Tops, tip-top stuff, right? How are you?
I'm grand, yeah, grand.
Final episode of The Parlour.
Yeah,
final episode, you know. And I'm
Zoom in on
tired.
the tier.
Yeah, I'm tired, you know, man. Minding this bar all the time. It's not that easy, you know what I mean? Like, some of my friends are bar people around Dublin, they're in tonight, you know what I mean? They'll tell you, man, it ain't easy, you know?
I don't know, just people ask for a drink, you serve them a drink.
I don't know, man. Like, you know, but you see, the thing is, like, I come in here to the parlour and I'm having a sip here at the corner, you know what I mean? I like to chill out with my Limerick leader, my Cork examiner, my Derry journal, you know what I mean? I do the crosswords and stuff like that, you know what I mean? And I'm just non-stop people hassling me, talking to me, interrupting and stuff like that, you know what I mean? It's just not easy, like, you know what I mean?
Could I get a drink?
You want a drink, Cian Nugent?
Yeah. So another of the same.
Do you see what I mean? Okay, Cian Nugent, you play a track first and then I'll drop you over a beer, okay?
Okay.
All right, cool. Here's Cian Nugent with Lucy. Nugent there. What more is there to say? But this is the final performance and the final episode of The Parlour. We are indebted to your eyes and ears for watching. And now please enjoy Spook of the 13th Lock with the view from the window at Liberty Hall. Hope I haven't messed up that title. I'm gonna go now.
Shuddering goes the sand in anguishing hope to man to hear Jim Larkin vent from a window
at Liberty Hall. Chattering gulls ascend with the mission of discontent. Raised by the cheers ascend past the window at Liberty Hall. They believe the DUTC to be the be all and do all, but I believe we can smash them with the same spirit shown here. It's not a strike, but a lockout of the men. It's not a strike of the women and children. We have the right to meet where we want to meet. Call it Sackville Street, call it O'Connell Street. Had I his power, the cars would run past Evan Bells, carry the workers on, and the rest can go to hell. Had I his power, the cars would run night, new morn, and all up Abbey Street, where they'd rush and jump to hear at Liberty Hall the chattering crowds descend in anguishing hope to men. You hear Jim Larkin vent from a window at Liberty Hall. Cackling gulls ascend with the mission of discontent. Raised by the cheers ascend past the window at Liberty Hall. Docks are thronged with the poorest of poor. They all belong, it's what a union is for. Ragged children are upon the crane. They lean out and they look till the fog gives way. As the hair cuts through the mist, the union on the keys, a defiant red hand fist, support enough to hang on, but not enough to change. The British Union stand and watch. The